So welcome to this demo of LocalizationKit 2.0, and I'm going to give you a quick guide on how to set up an application and how to get the example project working with your own localization project. So I went to localizationkit.com/app, which is the portal to manage your localizations and your projects, and I've registered and have logged in. So what we're going to do now is we're going to create a new project. So if I click on the Create New, we can then do a title for the project, and then I will press Create. And so this now starts me a blank project. As you can see, it's given me an app key, and I've also got some options to be able to go through. So if I go across the tabs at the top, I can go through to the languages section. I've also got roles if I want to invite other people. I've got the ability to do some downloads, and I can also change the name of the project in settings. So if we go back to the translation page, what I want to do is I want to make sure that we've got a language that's enabled. So I'm going to go for English, and I don't want a region, I just want any English. So that's if it's American English, British English, Canadian English, all of those ones. And now it's added me that language. Of course, we haven't got any translations at the moment or any keys to translate. So now I'm going to go back into the dashboard. We can see that English is now popped up. There's no strings done or available to do. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take the API key that it's given me. I'm going to copy that. And now I'm going to jump over into Xcode, where I have the example CocoaPods project set up. So within that, I can look for the app delegate. And then the interesting part is this section here. So out of the box, the localization is set to a demo project. But I'm going to take the app key that I generated online and then regenerate, or use the one that I generated. So I'm going to paste that. And now I'm going to run the project. And so this will launch it in the simulator. I'll actually just jump back to the English text within the project. So the application has started, and as you can see, the app has actually reported strings back to the web dashboard. So you can see that there are 13 strings that require translation, and I can get access to those by just clicking on the English, and it will take me to the list of all of the English texts and translations. So we can see here that we've got all of those translations from the page. So things like "How are you" is exposed here. We've got things like the localization kit takes the string out of text. Change, item, welcome, we've got the home title. So the first thing that we're going to want to do is we're going to want to change this title. It's come through, it was set to NA-home, not very pretty. I want to change this to home. So if I just type home, we can see that that is in real time changed within the app here. I also have a few other options here. So I was able to change the text. On the far right, I can actually highlight a key. So if I say want to know where the home.greeting key is used, or how are you, I can actually tap on it and it will flash it within the app when I click on the highlight option. I've also got the ability to delete keys as well if I would like to get rid of them if they're no longer used. So if we go back to the app, I've got all of the components localized here. If I actually look at the top right, I've got this button that says Change, and this is the Change Language button. So if I click on the Change Language button, you notice that the moment that that popped up, it actually put Select Language as a new key that needs translating. But I've only got English to select from, so if I click on English, we stay in English. But say we want to release a new language to the application. I don't need to recompile, I don't need to redeploy. Basically, I can just go into the web project and I can click Add Language, and then we can choose one from the list. So I'm going to say French. I also don't want to use any variants, so I'm just going to add that one to it. And now if I switch to the French language, you can see I've got a full list of all of these texts with no keys assigned to them. But most importantly, if I go back to the app, I can actually click the change button, and now, immediately, no compiling, no redeployment, nothing else needed, French is now available. If I do tap on French though, it will give me the keys for it, because I need to actually provide some of those texts for the app to use. So if I go quickly through, again here, bonjour, I'll just fill some of these in. Just to show you that they are all coming through. So you can see I can quickly localize the app to provide all the different texts that are needed within the ORM. And then if I wanted to, I can go back to the app, and you'll notice that the app itself has actually provided the English and French in its own natural language, so that I can switch back to English if I would like to.